Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. You picked a great day to stop by. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by. And welcome to all of my new subscribers. And thank you so much to everyone who is supporting my channel and supporting me in so many positive ways. Today, we are going to do something so spectacular. We are going to make a box. And here's what I'm talking about. I hope that you can get a good look at how beautiful this actually is, because I'm going to give you a closer look once we get ready to make it. And I'm using mine as a stationery box because that's what we're doing this week. We are doing stationery projects. So, y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, so here's a closer look at this beautiful box. Don't you think that this is absolutely gorgeous? When finished, it measures 5 by 6 5/8, and it's 1.5 inches deep. And on the back, we are closing this box using some crinkled seam binding. And when you're making yours, you can certainly close it with adhesive if you want. But as I was making this, I thought, no, I like the way that this is folded. So we're going to go with it like this. So I am going to untie this, and then I'm just going to open it. And you'll see that when we open it, we have a top like that, but then this folds all the way open. And on the inside, we have some coordinating cards, and I will be making some envelopes to go with this as well. But this is a very creative way to give the gift of stationery. So easy to make. And I think that anyone would be proud to have this unique little box. So I am just going to push those in. We fold over. We bring that top over and down. And then on the side, I have placed just a couple of holes. And all we do is we take our ribbon. We're going to put it through that hole. And we will pull it and tie ourselves a nice little bow. So here's what we're going to need to make it. So I have some white mats for the top of the cards, and these measure 3.5 by 3 3/4. I have 4 of these. I have 4 blush pink mats that I will use to mount these, and this measures 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have 4 card bases, and I'm using heavyweight cardstock that I get from Hobby Lobby, and this measures 8.5 by 5 1/2. And then I have 2 pieces of 8 by 12 decorative cardstock that we'll be using to make the box. This paper is actually from Hobby Lobby, and look how gorgeous it is. So 2 pieces, 8 by 12. And so that we don't get confused in what we're doing here, we're going to take it in sections. So we're going to take one of the 8 by 12 inch pieces, and we're going to score it at 1.5. Rotate it to the opposite 8-inch side and score at 1.5. So on the 8-inch side, we scored both at 1.5. And then on the 12-inch side, we're going to score at 1, at 7.5, and at 9. So now we're just going to fold and burnish those pieces. And on the end where we scored at 1, we just want to go in and free the tab. And then we'll angle that just a little bit. And we'll do the same thing here. And put some glue here on the flap. Gives us a decorative finish here to the top. So now that we have our piece like this, we are going to go ahead and free these tabs. And then we're going to angle on both of these pieces and reduce them. And now your piece looks like this. We're going to go ahead and remove these side flaps all together on this bottom edge here. And when I'm doing this, I'm actually angling in just a little bit. So then we're going to take our second piece, and on the 8-inch side, we're going to score at 1.5. Rotate it to the opposite 8-inch side, score at 1.5. Then we'll score at 6.5 and at 8. Now we're going to fold and burnish all of our scores. So now we're going to just free these tabs here on both sides. And then I'll angle in just a little bit. And then I'm going to take my glue, fold over, place glue on this piece, fold it over, and then I'm going to angle here, and I'll angle here, like that. And then here at the bottom, I'm also going to angle. So I'll angle there, and I'll angle there. So we're going to bring in that first piece that has the flaps at the top. We're going to take the second piece that we just cut, and we basically are going to take this end and align it with the score mark on piece number 1, and that is how we join these two pieces together. So I am going to use my glue, and I like using glue on a project like this because it gives me the necessary wiggle room that I might need. So I'm going to take this piece, and we're going to match it with that piece. I'm going to flip this over to make sure I have it nice and even. And then we just make sure we have a good stick on it. And these are all of the adhesive points of this project. And so to fold it, we just fold these two pieces in. We're going to bring these pieces forward, and then we bring this piece up like that. We fold in those flaps, and then we can fold down the top, and then we do a wrap on our box. So now we need to add holes to the box. If you really want to get a beautiful inside, make sure that you're using a double-sided paper. This paper was not double-sided, but I still think that it makes for a very beautiful box. So everyone watching me knows that I have hole punches, but for those of you who don't have a hole punch, I am going to use this piercer to make my hole, and I like it because it tapers and it's going to give me the size hole that I need. So I'm coming in about 1/4 inch. I'm going to punch through, and then I'll just taper in to get that hole size that I need. Then I'm going to use my scissors just to go in and clean up where that hole might have caused the paper to get ragged. I'm going to do the same thing over here, so I'm just eyeballing it. I'm going to go in with my piercer, get me a nice hole going. If you have an eyelet setter, that's a great idea for this type of a hole on your project because it finishes it off beautifully. So y'all, that is our box. So I'm going to set it to the side for a moment, and we're going to make a card so that you can see how easy it is and how gorgeous this is going to be. So on the 8.5-inch side, we're going to score at 4 1/4. We'll go ahead and score all of these. And then I'm just going to fold and burnish on my scores. So now we're going to take the mat that measures 3.5 by 3 3/4, add some tape to the back, and we'll be mounting it to the mat that measures 4 by 5 1/4. And so once we have all of our mats mounted, we're going to take those and mount them to the card base just like that. So again, I'm going to use my tape runner. And I am going to add tape to the back of all of these. And I will get them mounted. And while I'm doing this, I want to answer a question about the video I did recently regarding the only things you need to paper craft. And a couple of you left comments saying you don't really need a trimmer or a scoreboard to paper craft. And you don't. There are so many other ways that you can do it, but having a trimmer and having a scoreboard gives you a better opportunity to be more precise in what it is that you're doing. You can make a few projects without having a trimmer, but I guarantee you, you won't be able to make all of your projects without having a trimmer if you are doing paper crafts such as the ones we do in this paper crafting community. You might make 1 or 2 items without that trimmer or without that scoreboard, but all of us doing paper crafting realizes the importance of certain tools in paper crafting if you're doing it long term and if you're doing it in multiples. So I hope that helps to answer the question that I got from some of you. So I am going to use stickers on my project, and you guys know that I keep my 12 by 12 sticker sheets in my large photo album. So I'm thinking that I want to go with this one because it's about crafting, but I'm just going to scroll through and see if there's something in here I want to use. And yes, I have a lot of stickers because, as you guys know, I am probably the sticker queen on YouTube. So I think that I am going to use the one about crafting. I do store my stickers in these large photo scrapbooks. I'm using 3 of them currently because that's how many stickers I have. But I love to craft with stickers, so that's why I use this binder system. I will have the video where I show the binder system linked below. It might help some of you in storing your stickers or some of your favorite papers. So we're going to make our cards very quick and easy. I am going to take this one that says make things pretty because I think that's what we do on this channel. And what I like about the sticker sheet is all about crafters. So I am going to take this one that says Maker's Gonna Make. And I'm going to place that right there. Again, for me, simpler is better. Let's see. I like this one. It's just a tag that says Eat, Sleep, Love, Craft. We're going to put that right there. And then I think I'm going to frame it with this little floral spray. Like that. Then I'll take my last one. And I think I'm going to take this one that says Craft Happy. Place it right there. And now we have our cards. I am not going to make the envelopes for these on camera, but I will have the measurements in the description box so that you can make envelopes for your beautiful cards to go with your set if you choose to make this. So I am going to take these cards, scoop them up, and we're going to put them in our box. So I'm going to place them right there because we take this piece and fold it in. We're going to take this piece, put it inside like that, and then we fold over those tabs, fold over that lid, and now we have our sweet little box. I am going to use some of my crinkled seam binding to put it all together. So I am using, about 30 inches of crinkled seam binding. So I'm going to take my seam binding and just punch it through the hole, going inside out. Punch that one through. And now I can take my seam binding and just tie myself a bow. I'm going to pull this through. And there we have it. That is how we're closing this box. So this is a very low adhesive way to make a box. And then finally, the way that I'm going to finish this off is I am going to put down some little flower sprays. And the flowers that I'm using are from Petaloo. And I am going to just add a glue dot to the back. And I'm just positioning these in a way that I like. And I'm going to put down 3. I think I'll take that one and put it there. Then I'm going to tie myself a little bow. We're going to put that bow on the top, and then I'll use a glue dot to stick that down as well. And I'm just going to take this and put it right in there. And so y'all, here is our finished project. It is so stinking cute. It's going to make a great gift for anyone. Also a great craft fair seller. These would be amazing for Mother's Day, or if you happen to be the bride and you want to give a gift to your bridesmaids. This is a great little gift to give them. So I have brought that first one back in so y'all can see just how beautiful these are. I am going to open this one so that you can see we have our cards on the inside and just how easy it was to make those cards. Very minimal, very quick, and how easy it is to make this low adhesive box. We're not using any adhesive to actually close the box. We are just using adhesive to connect certain pieces, so that makes it very low on your tape or your glue supply. Y'all, I hope that you have enjoyed this project. If you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I'd love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.